Hey everyone, welcome back with another session of social studies. I hope you all are doing well. So today we'll continue the same chapter, that is the birth of the United Nations. Now children, we have already discussed how the Industrial Revolution influenced different countries to become rich, and how the two world wars, First World War and Second World War, so much destructive. And after the end of the First World War, the League of Nations was formed to work towards world peace, but it did not work out. So after the end of the Second World War, the United Nations organization was born, and on 24th of October 1945 came to existence. Alright. Now, after the formation of this United Nations organization, a set of rules and regulations were also signed by the member nations. Now, we have discussed about all this, and let's see some more informations. Now, the United Nations was created at the end of the Second World War, replacing the League of Nations. Also, US President Franklin D. Roosevelt was a driving force behind the creation of the United Nations. And the name United Nations was used by Roosevelt to describe the alliance fighting the Axis powers in World War II. Now, while talking about this United Nations, let's see next. So the main principles of the United Nations, these are first, all the member countries should respect the rights and sovereignty of each other. This was the basic idea, this was the basic principle. Next we have, that is, the use of force and threat should be avoided. Alright. Thirdly, only peaceful means should be used to settle disagreements and disputes among each countries. Alright. Member countries must support and cooperate with the UN in all its activities globally. Okay, so these were the important principles, these were the main principles of the UN. Let's move on to the next one. That is the main objectives of the UN. So if you see the main objectives, it's like to maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among nations, to achieve international cooperation for solving economic, social and humanitarian problems. Next we have, that is to encourage respect for human rights and also for fundamental freedom. Along with all this, to remove differences based on religion, race, language and sex, and also to assist nations in different tasks and coordinate their efforts. So all these are the main objectives of the UN. Now, along with all this, the UN tries to solve international problems and aims at improving the condition of the poor, homeless and sick people. Alright. So, along with all this, if we see the UN flag has a world map surrounded by the olive branches on a light blue background. And children, these olive branches, they symbolize peace. Okay, so except all these things, one of the major declarations of the UN is the Declaration of Human Rights, and it was done in the year 1948, and it was aimed at achieving the objectives of the UN. Now, if we see some of the important rights mentioned in the declaration, suppose the first one, that is the right to liberty. Now, what is this right to liberty? Right to liberty, it focuses on protecting individuals' freedom from unreasonable detention as opposed to protecting personal safety. Now, you see, you have a right to your personal freedom. This means you must not be imprisoned or detained without good reasons. Alright. Secondly, that's the right to equality. Now, we all know this right to equality means all persons should be treated equally before the law, without discrimination, and they have got equal protection of laws, irrespective of the different caste, creed, sex and status. Alright. Next we have, that is the right to education. Now, right to education, it describes free and compulsory education between the age of 6 to 14 years, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, status, whatever we have. Okay. Now, next, right to freedom of religion. Now, freedom of religion, this right includes freedom to change his or her religion or belief, and freedom either alone or on a community basis with others. So basically to manifest his or her religion, teachings, practice and observance. Alright, next, the freedom of expression. Now this freedom of expression, this right includes freedom to hold different opinions and to receive and impart informations and ideas without any interference by public authority and regardless of different frontiers. Alright, and lastly we have that is the equal pay for equal work. Now if we see this it's the concept of labor rights, that individuals in the same workplace be given equal pay, whether someone is boy or someone is girl, doesn't matter. For a particular work, each one of them must be equal paid, and all the facilities should be given to each worker, whether he is a boy or a girl, doesn't matter. Alright, all these are the important rights which are mentioned in the declaration. Okay, so that's all we have in this session. I hope you liked it. So until the next time, bye bye.